Welcome back to another Pod Wants Reacts. Today we're going to be reacting to Andor Episode 5. I am your host, Luke, with my co-host, Char.
How's it going?
Co-host, Hereth. And our Andor expert, Stardust M. How are we doing? Doing good.
Good.
But anyway, let's bring in our guests. First, we're going to bring in a great friend of ours. He's been on a couple of things for Pod Once. He was most recently on the last episode of House of Dragon. Our good friend, and Kenobi, our good friend, Cal Four.
Hello.
How are you, Cal?
Dude, I'm doing great. Super excited for tonight's episode.
We appreciate it. We appreciate you being here. Cal, where can the good people follow you on social media?
Man, pretty much everywhere at just Cal4. Kind of shown there-ish. On pretty much everything, primarily Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being on. And a newbie to the podcast. We've been trying to get her on for, I think we missed her for Clone Wars, but we've got her for Rebels and we got her for Andor. Let me fucking cut that.
Were you about
Jesus,
to say
I am
represent?
Represent.
I don't know what
Words.
I don't know.
Luke edition.
I don't know. Here
Nice.
we go. Me fumbling over words. Let me present. That's the word I was looking for.
Not represent, just
Present. Danielle. Hi, Danielle.
Hi.
Welcome to the Pod Once podcast, where we act like complete idiots.
I'm excited to be here.
Thank you for being on. It's awesome. I know it's early. I mean, not early. Yeah, well, it's early here, but it's like 8 o'clock, so it's like peak time for you.
Perfect.
But where can the good people follow you?
TikTok at Written in the Star Wars over here, and on Twitter at DannyS394.
All right. With the introductions done, let's get into watching this episode. All right. All right.
Thank God they're giving these names again. Lieutenant Gorn. Look at that sad, pathetic boy. Oh. Oh my God, he's so sad. Oh my God, look at his vest. Oh my God.
Oh God, damn man, he's hit rock bottom. Yeah, Mom, I know I'm slouching. I got fired from my job.
You slapped me in the face.
I didn't even. Oh, thanks for the blue milk and the cereal, Mom.
Ooh,
Oh my God!
He's just like me for real. I eat that every morning. I eat cereal.
are those mint chocolate Cocoa Puffs?
That's what it looks like.
Coming to Galaxy's Edge
Oh
soon.
my God.
I promise.
Trix is gonna come out with that cereal tomorrow.
Oh, you know what?
Meilu runs. Meilu runs.
Yeah, Mailer runs.
Someone will take you on, Cyril.
Cyril eating cereal.
Cereal.
It's pretty surreal.
She's like,
Andor.
here you go, honey. You're getting a little thin.
A nice hammock sleep.
I know.
Oh, fuck yes. I can get with a good hammock, man.
All right, time to wake up Andor. Let's go rob some shit.
Catching Andor. Where's the Kyber? Oh, there it is.
Oh, Jesus.
That question was answered in approximately 1.2 seconds.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh my God, a tattoo. Multiple tattoos.
How's your arm?
I'll be fine.
Just finally recognized who that actor is.
Wait, why does he look familiar?
He's in The Punisher. Oh, he is. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it is that actor. I was trying to figure out what character he was playing.
My name is Cassian Andor.
Cassian Andor.
She's so Enfys Nest or so coded.
It really is.
Wait, she's already sharing a blanket. Wait, did they just confirm that Cinta and Val are actually together?
They would have taken us down by now.
Did they?
Interesting.
They just said she's already sharing a blanket, if that's what you're wondering, and they showed Val.
Oh.
Hey.
I mean, that's where I was.
Maybe I'm stupid, but
No, I read the
Oh,
same
that
thing.
makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Come on.
where's husband in Star Wars?
Okay. Oh, is this the daughter? Nita?
happened.
I didn't know they had a child. This is interesting.
You're only doing it to show off.
Oh.
Just go.
Perrin, shut the fuck
I
up.
hate Perrin so much.
He's just like sipping his cup, like, what's going on?
Also, immediately RIP Val is Mon Mothma's daughter theory.
That goes out the window.
Yup.
It's always all about you.
I love angsty teenager
This
daughter.
this goddamn dynamic of a family.
Is she dead?
That's
Where
what I've
is
been
she
wondering. By Return of
Where
the
is she?
Jedi.
Was she in the doing
Yeah,
it
Rogue
era?
One.
No, she's probably
Maybe,
probably
yeah.
part of the Empire at that point.
Because why did
Seems
she
like
probably?
it.
I'm just-
that she seems around Leia's age.
I'm just
Yeah.
really curious to see because they were talking about last episode that Sly Moore and Masameda were mentioned in the last episode. So
Oh
if
my
we
god,
see
White
them,
Falcon Star
that'd be
Wars.
cool.
Ooh.
Well, that's a fucking cool gadget.
Ooh.
Can't be jammed or intercepted. Something breaks.
This is the stuff I'm fascinated by.
Once you've
That
mastered
guy's in Black Mirror, and that's all I can see him
it,
as.
I'm reliant on Imperial tech.
Unfortunately.
Vulnerable. Scheme pretends not to listen, but I know the message is seen.
So true, King.
Like the manifesto. Everything else will have to wait.
You're my ideal reader. I mean, look,
Okay, I love him.
right here.
Yeah.
Fresh inspiration. This
Okay,
sounds like
not gonna lie, this gives off this guy's gonna die in this heist.
Yeah,
vibes.
it really
It's
does.
really
Oh
depressing.
yeah.
Well,
Thank you though.
We know how to fly it.
Yeah, but you gotta get it up there first.
Answer the question.
You really don't.
Cassian's like, I'm out. Peace.
How do you
like, ah.
Cassian's asking the real questions here.
Yes.
I'll
No, you'll do as you're told.
I'm flying it. We can say it's your idea. I don't care, but if it's my ass on the line, I'm pulling this thing out of there.
Yeah,
Cassian.
gotta love it.
It's my guy.
Okay.
Fucking taking charge.
Cassian, the unwilling leader.
Oh my god, so cottagecore lesbian of them.
It really is.
The tower.
I love that this was filmed in Scotland.
What's Gorn doing?
I'll be revisiting the schedule for winter furloughs.
Schedule?
Schedule.
Yeah, that is how.
How British people say it.
Yeah.
A lot of
Like-
British
like-
people, anyway.
The title, no, it doesn't come with extra.
Jesus Christ! Shut the fuck up, you dumb bastard.
Just get this up before my next start.
Can I be prefect?
You're such a dumb fuck. No wonder the Empire failed because they were more worried about fucking titles.
Fine. Let's switch.
Oh fuck.
Ties. Ah, shit.
Oh.
Cover the gun.
You're gonna hear that cry just go right over them.
Oh, that is cool.
What do you know?
That was cool.
Dick move, but cool.
Fuck that asshole. God, that sound is
Yeah.
just.
Especially with like it hitting at the water and like the way it bounces.
I got excited. I thought that was Melshi.
Alan, right?
Rude.
Oh,
Imagine this place with a couple of thousand of them.
racist piece of shit. Shit.
I mean, are we surprised the Empire are a bunch of
No,
xenophobes?
fits the
No.
MO perfectly. Oh.
What are you
Flirty eyes.
Cassian.
The comms.
They're gonna find the Kyber and he's gonna be like, what the fuck is this?
Dress yourself.
Keep that goddamn thing on you at all
No.
times.
I think it is.
Because he's just causing more problems because people are just getting
Oh,
more
yeah,
serious
put it in
about
his-
it.
Ah,
Yep.
good.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Put it in
Good
his
call.
boot.
Ooh, Deidre's just got that look about her like, fuck you, dude.
Ah.
We actually go in there. 'Cause the only time we saw it was about to get destroyed.
Castle.
Oh? Hey!
Who?
Hey!
Just the Solo and Andor connections just keep rolling.
Yep.
They said Kessel and Jakku.
Mhm.
Know this.
This guy's like, yes. If I get close to her.
I love working.
I get
The
a
grind, baby, the grind. The grind of going through hollow files. That's like, hey.
She's what era?
Yeah. Wait, the waif's like, hey.
Get away from my fucking girlfriend.
Yeah, bro. Keep your eyes on the prize, motherfucker.
We're working here, sir.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, we are entangled. There is no way we're getting untangled, sir.
She's taken.
I love how we're just like all throwing out different sayings. It's great. Ponchos are definitely undefeated. I will say that.
But the fur hat.
Oh, not this guy, man.
He's still eating the
Jesus
cereal.
Christ.
He's the type that's like, there's not enough milk in my cereal. I need a perfect balance.
Oh, nice.
You're a lieutenant.
He'd fit in right well in Siberia with that hat.
That's why I said nice fur hat when he
was just
started walking.
I thought you were talking about someone else.
No.
Is that perhaps you'll be lucky enough to be there for the eye. The idea of being this close and not seeing it. And I know we can't all be up there, but I fear morale might be crushed by having anything more than an essential roster down here tomorrow night.
He's like, yeah, that's gonna throw a wrench in the plan.
Yep.
I think it's gonna make it easier.
Oh yeah, because
Make it easier to
that's
get that
true.
stuff.
I love how like even like the survival worn down clothing looks freaking awesome.
Man, why they got it?
Knew that was coming.
Yep.
I knew it. With the clothes on his back and a stone worth 30,000 credits,
50,000.
topped out on question. And you know I'll kill you.
Oh.
Fake, huh?
Nice.
Thanks,
man.
Novik. Thanks, Novik.
Thanks, buddy.
Tension diffused.
Temporarily.
I'm being paid.
There you go.
Oh.
Paid to be here.
Oh,
No, Novik is so sad.
That's it.
God, the acting is superb.
She didn't tell me.
Ouch.
No, she didn't tell. They have to be girlfriends.
They have to.
Have to.
Move.
You really fucked it on this one, Cassian. Nice job.
No, I mean,
I don't blame him for wanting to be
I don't
honest.
either.
No.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, that is so.
Oh, are we gonna get?
Oh, I thought that was Bale
Oh,
for a
look
second.
at her looking lavish as hell.
Where are
bro.
they going? Where are they going? Where?
So we told him to go.
Oh, they're coming back.
Mon Mothma's looking great.
Yeah.
Mommy?
I mean,
planning to tell me about this
Monmi?
God, seeing Coruscant
I know.
at night.
I missed that sound design from Attack of the Clones. Yeah, that fucker's gonna die.
Yeah. Hate to say it, but that guy's gonna be gonzo.
We on our
Unfortunately.
podcast, I said, who's most likely to die? And in unison, Austin, Hay, and Liv go, Nebek.
Yeah, no, yeah.
What are those figures of on his?
Those look like
Oh my
clones.
god. Cyril looking at pictures of Cassie in his room, just like me. Just like me.
the same person.
We're cut from the same cloth.
I need to hear you tell me you can follow the plan.
You won't have a problem with me.
No farewells tonight.
What if you just said, I have a problem, and then you just left?
It just cuts to credits. I have a problem with that.
Yeah. Cassiander had a problem. We got rid of him. Oh yeah, baby, more lavish shit. I love it. Give it to me now.
This is Luthen? Yeah, this is Luthen's
I
shot.
think so.
Is he wearing that beautiful wig?
I hope so.
He is.
I was about to
Well,
say it would
look
be
at it.
funny if he was, and he had to put it on real quick. I was like, oh god!
It's like, oh fuck.
I thought
Where's Cassiander? Ah, sorry.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
No, is that Sith holocron in the back?
It
looks
looks
like
like it.
one.
It looks really big though to be a Sith holocron though.
It's like the one in
They come in all different
Maul
sizes.
or on Solo.
Thief, Andor.
Andor.
Careful.
Andor.
Now he says Andor.
He alternates between Andor and Andor.
Yeah.
it's never going to be perfect.
Because even in that one scene when he first walked in, he said Andor, and then he said,
So is it the wig?
Cassiander.
Is it the wig that changes his accent?
It's when he's in a hurry. He says Cassian Andor.
I just imagine behind the camera, Tony Gurroy is like, say Andor.
And he's like, Andor. Andor. That's right, right? Correct? No, Cassiander? Nice.
Ah,
That was really good. That was a really good episode.
it was good, but I wanted more.
Yeah.
Really,
And you know you
really,
shouldn't.
really good episode. Really, really.
No, I know I should want more.
But what was we'll start with Danielle first since she is a newbie to this. What were your overall thoughts of the episode?
I really liked it. I felt like it was a good build up for the inevitable heist that will maybe be happening next episode, potentially. And I really liked getting to see more of Aldani. Like I said, I love that it was filmed in Scotland, and
Yeah,
not only that,
right there.
yeah, and
You're
not
in
only that, but they're really borrowing from the history of the Scottish Highlands and the clearances and everything with the story of Aldani and the Donny people. And I really liked learning more about that.
That's awesome. That's a lot of good insight, Cal.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think the swelling tension between all of the members of the crew that are going to be doing this heist too has been kind of just a joy to watch, especially with this episode. Things kind of coming to a head there. I mean, just the sound design and cinematography of it it's just gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
It's the continuation of a great meal. So I'm just excited for next episode. I think it did a lot to kind of really show who the majority of the members in their group like actually are, which is good to see as well.
Seeing a little bit of conflict was interesting. You know what I mean? Because Luthen's like, hey, you're not supposed to say shit. Follow the orders and you'll be fine. And then Cassian is just kind of like towards the end of that episode, he's just like, I've got to tell these people. Like I can see like the inner monologue, like, all right, gotta do it, or else this is not gonna work. Like these people aren't gonna trust me. So I've got to do something about it. I
mean, he really has to. As soon as there's any amount of suspicion, you have to that way their minds are clear the next day too. It's not just about looking out for yourself. It is, but it's also making sure that, everybody else is focused on what they're doing and not, trying to look over their shoulder all of the time.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. I loved how you could see Cassian's sort of like natural ability to lead and really take control of missions coming out. I liked that you noticed how easily he picks up little details, which like, of course, leads into, I think, a really good setup of him being like a spy. And yeah, I really like the way that we got to know more about the Eldani rebels and how honest Cassian was. I mean, I think it's just a continuation of that, like, trust goes both way things.
Yep.
He has to be honest with them, because if not, they're never really going to trust him. I loved it.
No, yeah,
as another great. And I really like that this show is 12 episodes, so we can actually get these where it's set up and it's character development, and it gets attached to people while also feeling like it's necessary and we're not rushing through this.
No, absolutely. And I love, and I think I talked about this last week. Like, I really think that they're doing like the 3 arc episode thing for and I really, really like that, because it does remind me of later seasons of Clone Wars. And I feel like that's how Clone Wars was done like well. When you have an overall story, like 3 episodes, you got to tell a story. And this does it well. And I feel like more live action shows should be 12 episodes, so that it gives us 3 separate arcs. I mean, 4 separate arcs. Yeah. And I think it just works better. You know what I mean?
And I feel like the Eldani heist is like a perfect like mid-season finale. Having like this really big mission, this really big action piece is really great for a mid-season finale. I also assume that like we're gonna get Cyril and Dedra meeting next episode to kind of set up their relationship for the second half of the show. Yeah. I think that's really great. And then I think we're going to probably focus in on Coruscant and Ferrix for again. Plus we have Cassie. Actually, no, because we have Cassie in like the prison and the beach still set up.
And that's probably going to be what, the fourth arc of that'll probably be towards the season finale.
Yeah,
Don't you think?
I'm assuming that maybe I'm thinking now maybe the ending will be the Ferrex, his like return and then leaving Ferrex again. And Marva dying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of my assumption. And then I think maybe I'm now thinking that probably arc 2 will start out with Saw. So
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like maybe I think he's going to come in episode 7 then.
Well, or do you think he could be like, because Luthen's worried about them? Does he do the whole drastic times call for drastic measures, and he goes to Saw to get them out of that's like his backup plan? Like they bring him in, and that's how they escape Aldhani?
Or
maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
or just because they lose so many fighters on this mission. Because I think
that's true too.
Because it's where Val and Cinta are the only two from this rebel cell that are on the Andor poster.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that's
yeah. F in the chat for the guy that made the fucking just was.
And we've seen
sentimental. I was like, dude, you're dying. I can't get attached to you, bro. Can I?
Yeah, and we've seen Val with Mon Mothma. So I think Val and Cinta will live, and Cassian will obviously live, but I doubt everyone else. I think maybe Gorn will live, but probably just have to stay undercover on Aldhani or something.
I think my prediction is I don't think they're all going to die. I think some of them are going to die, but I also think some of them are going to get captured, and I think that's when Luthen's going to be like, "Hey, Saw, I need your help," and then Cassian basically shows up as well, and it's basically this is the heist. It's a big setup, but it's supposed to be the big one, and then everything goes wrong, and then the third one's probably going to be the big one that goes right.
But question, aren't we supposed to assume that when Cassian sees Saw in Rogue One, that's their first meeting, right?
First time he saw him in years.
No.
Yeah. That's not. Really? It's never really specifically said whether he had met Saw or not.
Yeah, and he has. The whole thing is he has partisan connections because that's what he tells Jin, that he knows a member. So
that's right.
I don't know if it's so much that they've never met, just so much as they're not close.
Okay.
Good acquaintances, just
Okay.
And that's why
I have a question. And it's probably really far-fetched, but when they're on in the little town on Aldhani, and the guy who wants to be labeled prefect, he has a wife there, and they said that they were rearranging the furniture on request of the wife where they're staying. We don't see the wife, and we know that Vale is an Imperial, or we assume that she is because we see her with Mon Mothma in the trailer.
Could she be the wife?
Oh.
And then she's maybe she sent instruction, you know what I mean? Maybe that's why she's going off.
Queen.
I'll probably be wrong.
Cheating on your Imperial husband with
love that energy.
With your rebel girlfriend.
I would love that.
Oh my God.
Need that now.
That's awesome. Good. That could be it. That's
anyway, I had to say that.
I'm here for it.
Before I forgot about it. But
No, yeah. Hereth, your thoughts?
No, I agree. I was going to say, to your point about you wish more Star Wars shows were like this. At the same time, I feel like I've seen a lot of people say this with Marvel shows. I've seen a lot of Star Wars. Everyone's like, oh, the episodes need to be this long or this length. Honestly, I think it just depends on the show. I think Andor is perfect for 12. I think it fits really well into that format. But I wouldn't imagine Book of Boba Fett or Kenobi being any longer. Maybe Book of Boba Fett be an episode or two longer. But Kenobi, I think 6 is just perfect. I think this is perfect. So it's I think Star Wars' showrunners just giving them complete control of how long the show can be just gives more writers control and freedom, because this is not network television where you have to have XYZ episodes and gap filler episodes or bottle episodes. Just give showrunners what they want, give them how many episodes they can tell the story in, and give them control with the lengths. Because I think people will be like, oh, the episodes are too short. I think that's stupid, because it's okay.
That's just one of the biggest complaints of a lot of shows. It's too short. It's too short.
But whatever they can tell the story in. It's whatever pacing works best for the edit and whatever fits for the show.
I think Marvel must be restricting them or something, because because it's weird to me that only She-Hulk and WandaVision have been like, can we have more episodes? Like, but I'm glad. I think with Star Wars, I think it's clear that like the creators are asking for however many episodes they want.
Yeah,
that's what they're getting. Because Mando was a different length than Kenobi was, which is a different length than Andor was.
I think that just speaks more to the point too of what you also brought up, with the pacing of it and them actually taking the time to, plant the seeds for all of these things, develop these characters and stuff like that. And I think that goes hand in hand with why they would ask for more episodes and stuff like that too, is for this show itself, it almost fits like that noir style, especially in the earlier episodes. And that is a more slower, calm pace that builds up to things in a more drawn out way.
No, Cal, I like that, because I also think that, like, if we're comparing shows, like, you have established characters minus Mando with Obi-Wan and Boba Fett, and I feel like you can tell a story because you don't need that backstory if you've watched Star Wars before, Obi-Wan Kenobi's story, Darth Vader's story, but with Cassian, we don't know his story as well as the others, so it makes sense that they are wanting to take their time with this character, because I feel like he deserves, like, his character in particular deserves the time and the care to really flesh out that story, because he is an interesting character.
And I think it goes a step beyond that too, because this is also a period in time where we don't have a whole lot of content structure or information around too.
Yeah.
So they're taking the time to build a very well developed and written character in this time period that they also want to give the time and space to as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, all we have in this time period is Rebels, as of right now, because it's concurrently in a couple books.
Yeah.
Like it's concurrently, which is hilarious. Because yet again, my timing is completely perfect. Don't ask me how I did it, but I did. But yeah, going over season 1 of Rebels right now on the regular podcast, and now we're doing Andor. So it's just like, wow, it's
good
like,
timing.
Good timing. Char, your thoughts?
I really like this episode, and I like how in the last episode it was established that Andor being brought into this group was going to create some suspicion amongst everyone else. And now in this episode, we see the animosity between them with their suspicions, with Skeen grabbing his necklace and saying that, oh, this guy is carrying treasures into a robbery. But now we have resolutions. We have Skeen telling Clem the story about his brother, and we have Taruman being able to be like, all right, this guy can do his own thing. I'll stay off of him a little bit. But it's a work in progress. And that's what I like about the show, because it's taking its time. It's taking baby steps to a bigger ending. And the one thing that I'm curious about, I don't know why, I don't know if they did this for a certain reason, but I want to see more of the Kenari stuff, because they didn't do that in the last episode, and neither they did in this episode. It's kind of like they stepped away from it from a little bit, but that's just my personal thoughts. But yeah, this show did really well with setting up with what Goran's going to do at the base, what the group's going to do, what Cyril's going to do, what Mothma's going to do. It's just a ticking time bomb, whether it be good or bad.
All the puzzle pieces around, or the chess pieces.
Yeah,
You
I
mean
still have a lot of
Mommy
questions about Kenari.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenari can be interesting.
I think we're gonna get more, because I think the clone troopers. I think that has to be.
Yeah, it has to be.
It has to be Clem. I think I think we're gonna see, and I think that's where I think if we don't get more of Kenari, I think we'll get more of Ferrix when Cassian is a child, that will fill in some of what happened.
That would make most sense though, Emmett, because it's like all the flashbacks were only being brought up when they were on Kenari, and when it was like him with family, like
or him
with
representing his past.
Yes, or representing his
B2.
past, exactly. So in B2, yeah, I think that's very, very likely.
And I'd love to see, like, when he's talking about an immigrant story, like, I'd love to see, the barrier of like Cassian having to learn how to speak basic, having to try to understand like this new planet and these new people, and kind of almost being in a way forced to have to let go of his culture to fit in and like protect himself, but also like, and how like that adds to like a lot of complicated feelings, especially towards Marva.
Yeah, I really need to see that, and I have faith that they will, that they have to. I mean, especially it's because they had Clem say to Marva, he has people here, you can't take him. That was the big indicator to me that they're not just kind of let that go. The fact that she did take him from his home, and I'm really looking forward to that because I want to see Cassian. I mean, I don't want to see him in pain, but I do want to see him have to like, deal with like those complicated feelings.
And they're setting up so much. I think of like Clem and Cassian's relationship, which we haven't seen a lot of. That like, I feel like too, it'll be. I think it's going to be interesting to like see Clem. Also, like you said, because he was not really like, let's take him, then having to deal with having a child.
And having to care for another life form. Yeah, and
then also, but Cassian feeling like close enough to him that like he feels protective over his death and uses his name when he's like joining a rebellion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just to show you guys how good the show is so far, we are addressing the main character's name as his hidden alias instead of his actual name. We keep calling him Clem because they're just doing it so well with making sure that their names are hidden. So
I was going to say, I think that also ties in really well what he said in episode 3 about how he was able to hide within the Empire itself because he was so like forced to like change his culture and everything he does. So when the Empire rose, he was like, oh, I already know how to do this exactly and how to infiltrate perfectly.
Yeah.
It was like he was already built for it essentially during the Clone Wars.
No, yeah, definitely. I've absolutely loved this show. It's been like a refreshing thing. I came with I still came in with zero expectations and it's done fantastically. The pacing's great. The storytelling alone, we're actually getting characters that aren't force sensitive for the love of God. Like let's I'm glad that we're getting away from that for a while. I love that we're getting like boots on the ground, like actual people, everyday folk, like doing their part to fight the Empire. Because we don't really get to see that other than Rebels, and even with Rebels, you have force sensitives that are in the batch as well. So it's just seeing that, and then Mommy Mothma, like her situation, like her husband's. I feel like her husband's gonna turn around and be like, he's gonna be supportive of her towards the end. I hope I'm right, but I don't think I will be.
That is yet to be determined.
Be right.
He loves Mazameda,
I think there's a reason we don't see him in the original.
I think there's a reason she doesn't like to mention her husband at all to anyone.
That could be true, but so I really like this episode. We got a whole lot of new things, and can't wait till next week. But that's gonna be it for us, guys. Danielle, where can the good people follow you on the social medias?
TikTok at Written in the Star Wars and Twitter at DannyS394.
Cal,
you can find me Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all the places. Just Cal4.
You can find me on TikTok at StardustM and on Twitter and Instagram at _StardustM. And you can also listen to my podcast, Kessel Run Relay.
Yeah, go check it out because we might be doing like a crossover thing, having them on for a reaction or something. And
there might be someone who's on this panel who will be on an Andor episode at some point.
Ooh, T. Hereth.
You can find me Hereth Productions on TikTok, Instagram. You can find me Hereth _edits on Twitter, and you can find me here on YouTube at the Pod Ones Podcast, Slaving Away Editing.
And in the editing bay, I was just about to say that. The editing bay is where we're calling it now.
It's the dungeon in my mind.
No, it's not the dungeon. Damn it! God. Damn it! All right.
You get some scraps of food.
He gets you a cookie every once in a while, but it's like half a cookie.
Every video that hits 1,000 views,
you're like, "Here's a cookie." I'm like, "Thanks."
Here's a cookie. That one hit 2,000 views. Good job. Make it 4 next time, you dirty dog.
Oh, jeez.
Just kidding. Char, where can the good people follow you on the social medias?
Good people, you can find me on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at CharJ, as spelled right here. And you can find me here at the Pod Once Podcast every Thursday night as we cover our Star Wars Rebels rewatch. This Thursday, by the time this video releases, we will be covering Season 1, Episode 8 of Star Wars Rebels, aka Empire Day.
And maybe for once he'll show up on time. Who knows? Who knows? But
Char pulled at me and he just walked out of the room like, fuck this.
But you guys can follow us at TikTok at the Pod Once Podcast, Instagram at the Pod Once Pod, and Twitter at Pod Once Podcast. We are getting close to like the end of our content run here. We've got this week and next week of Rings, and we've got 2 more weeks of House, and then we got Andor, and then does Tales drop next week, or is that 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks.
It's October 26th.
That's
2 weeks.
Crazy.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Oh, 3.
So 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
It's nonstop.
3 weeks. So we'll be covering that as well. But yeah, we're pushing our stuff out. If you'd like to see some of our other content, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you don't miss anything. But that's gonna be it. For Light and for Life.
We are all the Republic.
And may the Cassian Andor be with you.
Always.
Cassian Andor.
See you guys.
Cassian Andor.